Hello everybody! Welcome back to Bravely Default. This is my third time attempting to start it. I kept getting distracted with a D&D server that I'm in because we're having a little bit of an issue in regards to the DM letting us have access to recap because I'm one person who records it, the other person is the DM, and I was late and I have no idea what happened, and he has not posted any of the sessions. I have, including the last half, potentially the last half. They claim they started late, but I don't know if that's actually true. The session, and I'm like, what is he doing? Editing it? And the answer is yes. I can do the editing myself. I'm just like, I just want it for context of what's happening, and that's the whole thing. It's making me not want to do that campaign. Granted, I'm already relegated to NPC because burnout. But yeah, I digress. The only thing you guys missed was, because this is the third attempt, I don't know when I'm gonna post the clips of random stuff. I might do that as an end of the year thing. But also, I'm still messed up from playing a lot of GTA where my controls are backwards in my head. I got Norande this far. There was Norande talk about, I think, special moves. Potion shop or trader is maxed out. Armor shop will be maxed out next. If I actually had done what I said I was going to do, was pop on here for a little bit every day. This will be maxed out, by the way. Okay, what we are going to be doing this episode actually is going to the next area. Little annoyance, but it's true. When you go to an area, you can't easily really go back from that area until you complete a certain part of the story. Like, for instance, my other save, if I go here to save for a second. As you see, this one right here, where our Heart's Child is, I can't go back to the previous areas, and I want to go back to the previous areas because I actually want to repeat what I did in my recorded save where, I leveled up a bunch of things. And the issue is the enemies I'm struggling to fight unless I have certain things going on. So it makes it pretty difficult to actually do it. Okay, we're gonna actually cancel out the save. Because we don't need to save. We are level 20 because I saw that everyone was low level and then one person was above one level. So I thought, no, everyone's going to level 20. In regards to levels, originally I was just gonna go to level 6, but and as being a knight, it took a while to catch up, and level 8 was where she caught up. Money wise, that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. I did prep everything, I think. Oh, party chat. Oh, more Norande. If you guys want me to, at the very end, I can go through this again. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna skip it because you guys already missed like 2 things of it. Okay, what we are gonna do is go to the ship. Also, I just realized something. And It's, configure? Oops. Brain. I'm sorry, guys. Controls. Okay. Also, if I press R, here is the entire world, pretty much. We will be going, oh, here we go. Better view of it. We are going to, as you see where the marker is, as we have no choice but to go to where the marker is. We can't land anywhere else. Fun fact, there is actually battles we can get. I need this on. Actually get off right here. Okay. And 1 sec, let me screenshot. Oh no. I'm gonna have to not have that in color. I need to deal with whatever causes screenshots when I screenshot to make things brighter. I need to get that to go away. Okay, autoplay.
Still no wind.
Are these desert places normally supposed to be windy?
When they're the site of the wind crystal they are, this stillness shouldn't be possible. The wind carried all manner of blessings to this land in days past. It was the kingdom's lifeblood.
I see. All the more reason to hurry then. Which way to the temple?
From here we need only head... we ought to make for... which way is it? Ignore anything she says. Anya's raises getting lost to an art form.
I'm impressed you made it to Kaldisla.
Just a moment. My journal details much of Ansheim's topography. A clockwork metropolis, nestled in Harina's sandy bosom. Here, time, above all, is sacred. A massive timepiece crowns the kingdom, fueled as all of Ansheim by the ceaseless currents originating from the Temple of Wind to the south.
Quite thorough, isn't it? Sounds as if you've been here before. Perhaps that book of yours is a travel diary?
I do seem possessed of a certain wanderlust. The normal sort as well. Ooh, perhaps I'll find a train of ex-lovers here among the sands.
He will not. He will not find ex-lovers.
We make south.
Come on. House.
All present, Lord Marshal. Save the usual two, at least.
No matter. Let's begin.
I trust word has reached you from Kaldisla. The knights of the Eternian sky have fallen to the Vestal.
I'd not thought the girl so bloodthirsty as all that.
It appears she surrounded herself with capable guards. What's more, it pains me to say it, but Edea's whereabouts have been lost amid the chaos.
That is no concern of yours. Do not confuse personal matters with your assigned task, Alternus.
My apologies, Lord Marshal.
Not only did the Sky Knights fail, they've given the Vestal wings. Why they didn't simply kill the child, I'll never know.
Keenly insightful as ever, Victoria. Yet I fear we've need of the Vestal alive.
Have we, Victor? Bah, no matter then. If she fled by air, it's a simple matter to track her. She makes for Anshine by necessity.
And to the Temple of Wind. Anshine does face upon the Floorshine Sea.
Of course. Most of the world's seas have gone putrid, but the inner sea remains navigable. That would offer the airship a berth. But what does she aim to do there? Why return to the crystal now? It smells of some sinister plot.
Anshine is the province of the Cammer and Profiteur merchantry. What say you, Lord Marshal?
We haven't the leisure of chasing the Vestal across the globe and back. We need her in custody now. Tell the merchantry to employ any means they must.
Sit and stay, or tricks for dogs. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about sets.
Apprehensive Vestal by any means necessary. Seems the Council of Six is growing desperate.
Those were their words. I've relayed them to you. My contract states I'm to receive payment for my troubles from you.
Then your contract is mistaken. I've heard nothing of the sort. Bah, fine. You'll have your fee. But I am taking the small discount. Only fair as a regular customer, eh?
If you must.
Still, this Vestal is quite the little monster, no? To have this Sky Knight so undone. If the margin is high enough, I would tackle a behemoth bare-handed. But until I see a profit, I'll not move an inch. Business is business, yes?
Okay. Ringabel be like that. Unacceptable. I love her. And yes, I have her sense of direction. Random fun fact, that I have learned between episodes. Not that I was able to do it in my personal save yet, because I'm not that rich in my personal save. For the measly price of 200,000, PGs, I can get their overview outfit to be actually what their cover art icons are. So instead of them showing off whatever class they are in, which I don't want to show off what class they're in the majority of the time, because sometimes they look dumb in it or a bit too how do I put it? I don't like the look of seeing teenagers cleavage went up as much. Like, sure, I watch anime, but still. Okay, I'm gonna ignore all this. And go right here. More importantly, buy everything. The reason why that wasn't red is because we don't have anyone who can learn that yet. In my current playthrough, I eventually give it to Tiz. So he might end up getting it sooner. Maybe, I don't know. Ringabel tends to be the one I F around with the most. Okay.
Silence, one and all! Your king, Camo the Eighth, speaks!
My people, I thank you for your tireless efforts. As you are well aware, our glorious nation's production has suffered a harsh fall since the wind's cessation brought the Grand Mill to a halt. Without nature's former bounty, our turbines went completely still. They sit as silent as the desert night. In the wake of this crisis, you rose up and took matters literally in hand, operating the turbines manually. I, your king, lack words to thank you for your hard work. However, I am much aggrieved to say that energy production is less than 1/5 its former total.
One minor side note, I want to just, as a reminder, if you see someone in an outfit that's not a random, matches the aesthetic, that usually means they are someone we're going to have to fight eventually and grab their thing for. So, this guy who's talking, we will eventually fight and get his ability, his asterisk. I don't know if... wait, yes, I will be using it. Yeah, actually, I do use it. That's what I have currently for Tiz. But the one that's the money guy in the previous scene, I am not going to be using far as I know. No guarantees.
At this rate, our proud kingdom, renowned for its unparalleled industry, is doomed to ineluctable decline. I find myself without recourse but to revisit my prior fiat regarding the schedule of all able-bodied citizens. Henceforth, labor shall commence at 0900 hours and will extend beyond the current 1659 until 2059, effective immediately.
What? We're flesh and blood. We need rest.
In so doing, turbine output is expected to rise to 30% of its former value before the wind ceased output of...
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Grave news! Just take this.
What? The Vestal? Be calm, my children. I know your pain all too well.
Oh god,
My heart bleeds just as yours. But I ask that you join me in remembering the cause of our woes. The Crystal Orthodoxy and the Vestal's indolence, therein lies the true cause of the wind's absence. And what has the Great Vestal done since the air went still? What did she do in the face of your suffering? She abandoned you, fled the country to save herself alone. In this, Ansheim's first and direst hour of need, the Vestal we loved and trusted is powerless or unwilling to help.
Though it pains me deeply to tell you of these things, I cannot deny this simple truth. What resolution can be brought about to this terrible crisis? The Crystal Orthodoxy is naught but a hollow creed. What result have years of worship at the altar of the Crystal brought us? Once more I say it. It is by our own hands that we shall push this glorious kingdom ever forward. Onward to still greater glory.
There. Just now, that leer. That was aimed at us.
Seems that little speech was for your benefit, Agnes.
It's slander is what it is. That creep's given you no chance at all to defend yourself.
Agnes.
Okay. I can't wait to get started on the subplots. So I can't leave and come back because I started that. Ugh. Okay. Only other thing I want to vaguely do actually is actually, damn it. That's potentially bad. But that is better. Equip. Because those will actually come in handy. onward the plot.
Onius Oblige, Vessel of Wind, His Majesty bids you come. I see you've returned, Vestal. Why then did you not come to me for an audience immediately? I was dreadfully worried, you know. I'd begun to think you'd fallen victim to some terrible accident. So, what of the Caldislan Chasm?
I fear it was worse even than your Majesty had imagined.
So tell me, was it worse than the state of your own nation? Are you even aware of the situation here?
The wind remains still.
And the Grand Mill be calmed. I'm pleased to see you're not totally ignorant. The turbines that form the heart of this kingdom, the greatest symbols of her wisdom, now turn by hand. The hands of our citizens, compulsory labor service. Our survival hinges now upon their sacrifice. And even that will not last forever. We need that mill turning again soon. Not by our citizens' hands, but by the wind. And whose job is it to see that the wind blows, if not the Vestals? I can think of no other value you provide, save that. Anyway, will you now end the suffering your negligence has caused to this land? To its people? Or is that beyond your abilities? Perhaps you would sooner run again, turn away from the plight of your people.
If that is all His Majesty wished to say, I'll be on my way. I haven't the time to waste here.
What? I'll not be spoken to like this! Just whose fault do you think this mess is, girl?
That could have gone better. Not that I blame you for getting mad.
Mad? I felt no anger. Only fear. The king frightens me.
His tone was far from pleasant, but he didn't seem dangerous.
The people who had come to hear him speak frighten me the same. Everyone in this city, they see me only as the Vestal, not a human being. I don't know how to speak to them. Just thinking on it sets my legs to trembling.
That explains the tense look you've worn since we've landed here.
Personally, I felt amazing after that little conversation. Did you see his face? It was purple. I nearly laughed out loud.
I tuned him out about halfway through his speech myself. I never did have much attention span for listening to men go on. Now women.
In any case, we'd best hurry to the temple. It's all that I can do.
Yay, subplots! Okay. Viewers, that'll be it for this episode. I'm still trying to keep these episodes short. And I actually do have other things I need to record, so yeah. I will see you all in the next one, where we'll continue the party chat and get into our first subplot. Annoyingly, one of the subplots for this area, you can start, but you can't finish until you finish this area. Or deal with the crystal. But with that said, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!